guys, it's Margaret from This Lady Writes, and today's video, as you can probably tell, is going to be about gloves, particularly how to choose gloves. Now, if you're not sure about the importance of wearing gloves, I do have a video you can watch all about that. Now, gloves are divided pretty much into two types of gloves, and that's going to be summer gloves and winter gloves. Your winter gloves are obviously what you're going to wear when it's really cold. Summer gloves are going to be what you wear spring, summer, fall, depending on where you live. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you have a good fit. Now, motorcycle gloves are made to fit snug like all motorcycle gear is. That's going to give you the best level of protection. For your gloves, that's going to allow you to have a better grip. If your gloves are loose, they may slide around on that handlebar on your grip when you're turning the throttle. So you want to make sure that the glove is snug, but it shouldn't cut off the circulation to your wrist, and it shouldn't be uncomfortable. What you do is you're going to slide the glove on. Make sure you've got a good fit. You should be able to bend your fingers easily. And you shouldn't feel any type of pressure or tightness along the knuckles, the thumb area, or any of the fingers. The other thing you want to watch for is, you can see my fingers are right there at the end. You don't want a lot of extra fabric here. That's going to get uncomfortable. You also wouldn't want them pushing in on your fingers, because that's going to cause some pressure points and get uncomfortable the longer you ride. Now, if you're purchasing the gloves online, which I did do with these, most of them are going to have an area where you can measure your hand. So you're going to measure it from palm to finger, and then you're going to do the width. They usually have a pretty good description on how to measure it, so you want to make sure to take a look at that whenever purchasing online. Let's go ahead and look at some of these different palms. I'm going to go ahead and slide this one on. So one of the big differences you can see here, this is more of a suede type fabric, whereas this is leather. This is going to give you more protection than, say, this fabric here. Both of them have a breathable textile, which is something, if that's important to you, you're going to want to look for. It's going to allow your fingers to stay cool while you're riding, because it's going to allow for airflow. Next thing we want to look is this reinforced palm area and at the base of the fingers. Talk about the importance of that in the other video. If you look, there's very little padding here on this glove, whereas this one, I've got a nice big cushion here that's going to help absorb vibration. It's going to help with any type of fall. It's going to protect that palm. I've got a reinforced area here, and look, if you look here, you'll see it goes all the way up into the thumb area. So where I'm gripping onto that handlebar, that's going to stay nice, comfortable, and protected. Next area, let's talk about this knuckle area. As you can hear, there's a hard area in here, which is not in these gloves. This is going to be right where your knuckles are. Go ahead and slide into them. And this is going to give you a little more protection than, say, a glove like this. So there is a high density knuckle protector in here, and then it's got the covering over it. That's going to protect the material under here, but it's also going to give it a nicer look. So you're going to want to decide if that's important to you or not. This is the first pair of gloves that I've had that's had the knuckle protection in there. I was a little bit nervous that it would be uncomfortable, but you don't notice it. It's curved on the inside also. Your knuckle fits into it. Rode a couple of times with them, long 300-mile rides, and again, I didn't even notice the knuckle protection there. Again, the things that you're going to look for when you're going to choose a pair of gloves, whether it's online or in a store, you want to see what it's made out of, type of fabric, make sure that it's for the correct season. You want to check that the fingertips fit well. You want to make sure that you have a good fit in here. You want to look for this reinforced area, especially at the bottom, the base of your fingers, the palm pad area of your hand, and then that it goes on up into the thumb. Make sure that in between each of the fingers where that stitching is, that inseam, that it feels good and comfortable. And then lastly, that it's a style that you like. These are the Speed and Strength Cross My Heart gloves. If you ladies are interested in them, I got them at getlowered.com. If you have any questions about choosing gloves or anything that you think I missed, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. Love it if you go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Be sure to visit thisladyrides.com for other videos.